Servus from the Pain Cave, Manuel here. Welcome to stage 3 of the Makuri May Racing Series. Today's course, castle to castle, 23 kilometers and only one real climb at the beginning. The castle KOM with 2 kilometers at around 3%. If you want to learn more about the route, check out my detailed video about the course. Link is in the description. So let's take a look at the start list and see who are the most successful riders. There is Robin Sund from Switzerland with 10 wins and strong endurance numbers. Japanese Takanabe with a strong sprint. I am in third place with 3 wins and pretty versatile strengths. And who else is to watch? The French Aubry and the Australian Christo look very strong on the longer efforts. So let's see what they can do on the climb probably. So let's go. We are 1.9 kilometers in the race. You see the first attacks are happening at the front at this gravel section. So shout out to Steven. He is always aware of these sections, and I also start to be more focused and prepared once we hit these gravel sections, because lots of riders take this as an opportunity to attack. But you could see the attack was not successful. Everything's back together. We are here 33 riders today in the A category, Zwift Racing score 570 to 725. So we reached the Castle KOM 2 kilometers at 3.3%. And you see the first guys start to attack. It's Kalinen from the United States of America. He's putting in the first attack with 8.4, 11 watts per kg. Davidson, Australian guy, is in his wheel trying to follow. We reach the first sprint banner, which gives us the first power up. And I'm also trying to follow as good as I can. Not want to waste too much energy, but now I see there's 3 or 4 guys at the front who got a gap, and I decide I will take this steeper section here, put in an attack, trying to close down on these guys at the front and see if I can catch them, because that's dangerous. If they work together, that might be a winning move. Yeah, there are 4 riders, and I try everything I can here to close down the gap. It's still 1 second and a few meters, trying to put in an acceleration and use my drafting boost. I catch the first guy, Kalinen, who put in the first attack. There's still 3 guys ahead. Christo, told you about him, really strong on the endurance efforts. Davidson and Green, he's also strong and was one guy to watch on the start list. But I can manage to close down the gap. So we're 4 guys now at the front being chased by a Japanese guy. And then there's a gap of 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds. So we made the split here, and this looks pretty promising. So I try to stay with this group because they look mighty strong. Like Christo at the front, he is putting in huge power numbers. Still here, 6.6 watts per kg. So I'm struggling here to hold their wheel. I'm already at 190 ppm heart rate. So that's a really fast start from the gun here with just 8 minutes in, and we are sitting here at 270 watts, 71 watts average at this point, which is at around 4.5 watts per kg for me. So we are almost reaching the top here. I'm still going with around 6-7 watts per kg, and we are still 4 guys in the lead here. Behind there is a gap of 5 seconds to French guy Leclerc. And then there's a bigger group. You see the chasers, that's the peloton, and they're catching on us. I try to accelerate here a bit, try to get the group moving here because we made this effort. So let's try to make something out of it and not just kind of burn some watts here for this attack. You see one guy's almost reaching us. Yeah, the French guy made it to the front group. Also 2 other guys, Japanese guys, they're also with us. So the group grew to 6 or 7 riders here. And we're reaching the downhill section. No one kind of wants to work, which is a shame. We have this gap of 5 seconds to the big punch. And we should do something out of it, but it will be hard. 16 kilometers to go. And the pack behind us still seems mighty big. So they will be faster for us. That's for sure. But you see here, Green is doing some work at the front. Davidson is attacking here, the Australian. Second attack from him. I'm trying to stay in the wheel here. Also need to accelerate here to 9 watts per kg to stay with these guys, because now I don't want to make a silly mistake and let them go, and probably feel sorry about that later on. So I try to keep the pace high here, setting the pace at the front. trying to animate the guys to work together and make this group work. We're still 5 seconds ahead of the big group, but yeah, it looks difficult to make that breakaway successful. So next attack here by Green. He is accelerating here. I'm trying to stay in his draft here, which works pretty well here in this downhill. It's not too steep, so it's not that kind of fail like at the epic KOM last Friday at Sisu Pinky Tour. We are staying here together. It's pretty hard effort to close down on him. We are still here 14 minutes in and still at 260 watts average. So this is a fast race so far. And now the big peloton catches us, so everything's back together. Kinda wasted energy, but at the same time, you see here, Takanabe is attacking, Japanese sprinter guy. I wanted to chase down first, but then I saw it's him, and I decided, like, let him go. Maybe he will also waste some energy here at the front. I'm taking some gummies here in between to stay fueled for what is yet to come. 12 kilometers to go, so we're reaching the halfway mark here in a second. So now you see the pace kind of slowed down a bit here, just around 3 watts per kg, and I decided, like, no, I don't want this to be like so slow, so let's put in an attack. Let's test the guys. My legs felt really good today. I felt like I had a lot to do, and I can, yeah, I'm like a versatile guy. Like, I can do the long efforts, I can also do the sprint efforts. So I need to make sure that these sprinters are kind of really hurt and exhausted from the race. So I will be like in favor for that sprint of like a smaller group. So we are 3 seconds ahead, gap of around 40 meters here. I didn't push like 100%. You see my heart rate is at 183. There is still a bit space to my max. And you see they're closing down on me. Davidson is doing the work behind, also Christo. So I knew this will hurt me, but I knew this will also hurt the other guys because they also need to dig deep to, yeah, catch me again. And I thought, like, maybe they're not working together and this somehow might work, but I knew my chances are very low, so this was just kind of a test and to kind of animate the guys to not fall asleep here after this fast start. French guy Leclerc is also attacking here. I'm trying to stay in his wheel, not let him go at this moment. And yeah, so far I'm really doing great here in terms of my power numbers, putting in huge efforts. Maybe this is not the smartest race if I want this to end in a sprint, but yeah, my goal is to not get all the guys on the final kilometer, like stretch out the field a bit and, yeah, make them kind of tired, that I can be the fastest from a small group of riders in the final sprint. 8 kilometers to go, and again it was kind of slow. You guys waiting for your sprinters to come back here, says the text from the Swiss guy. I'm deciding to, yeah, accelerating again, making the guys go a bit faster. Feels like a group ride I'm riding here, because that was really like, it was a fast start, but then no one kind of wanted to work, no one kind of wanted to attack. So I decided to put in an attack, not really full, but just again, like you see the other guys, they're also going 5 watts per kg even in the draft. So this also hurts them. And I'm here with Morimoto from Japan and Christo, Australian guy. So this is a strong group, and let's see if they will work together with me. They do, but you see the peloton is already behind us and they catch us. Next Japanese guy is here at the front, and you see Davidson is also attacking here. So he's putting in a huge effort, 7 watts per kg. He's opening a gap. Lipman from the United States of America is trying to follow, but Davidson got a gap at this point, which is really strong effort. And he is still going really, really fast at the front. Still here, 6 watts per kg, 7 watts per kg. So big attack. Now you see Christo is trying to follow him, and that's my sign to also go in the attack, like not let Christo go, because these two guys, Davidson and Christo, like they are really, really strong, and I need to stay in their wheel. So Christo is chasing. I'm closing down the gap on him. Davidson is still going 6 watts per kg, so he was really crazy. Strong guy. Not really sure. I can already tell you he's not on Zwift power, and his weight is like 52 kilograms. So I don't know. I let you do the thinking about that. He's still here in the lead, putting in a huge attack, but we're closing down on him. Now there are some guys at the front doing the work, and we can catch him. So with 5 kilometers to go, we are back together. The group is complete, and yeah, but so far we could increase the pace here a bit and make the race fast again, because that's also what I want for the Makuri May Racing Series, to have a good time for the GC, because right now I'm sitting in a good position, and yeah, so let's see what I can do. So we are reaching the final 4 kilometers, and again, guys, we're slowing down. So I decide to put in an attack here in this kicker here with around 2-3%. So I'm going here with 6 watts per kg. Feeling good here. My heart rate is at 175. Again, I know this will hurt me, but you see it on the right, bottom right. They also need to put in like 5-6 watts per kg to catch me again. And Mac Hewitt, he is chasing me. Now also Christo is here. So with 3.4 kilometers to go, we're all back together. But again, I don't want them to reach the sprint like fully recovered, because there were some really fast sprinters in there, but some of these sprinters that were not really that good in the endurance numbers. So I kind of knew I need to hurt them before, so I can beat them. 2.3 kilometers to go, and this will be a sprint royale. So let's see who will be the strongest. But first, guys are starting to attack here with already 1.9 kilometers to go. I'm trying to stay in their wheel here. I think it's Mac Hewitt who is attacking here at the front, slowing down again. It's pretty early, so that's a really knucklehead move to already attack here. But now there's the next guy attacking at the front, doing a good sprint lead out for the rest of the guys. But again, also trying to slow down. I'm just trying to stay in a good position here, waiting for my final power up, which will be Aero Boost. That's pretty fine, but I would have preferred to have the draft here. And you see Green at the front. He's opening up the sprint really early with 1K to go. We're already here at 8 watts per kg. And this is gonna really hurt here, this final. You see the peloton is really stretched out here, just one rider at a time. So this one is gonna be interesting. And here, 800 meters to go. Green already has 1 second gap, and I'm trying to stay in a good position where I get some draft when I open up my sprint, but I don't want to be too far ahead. But this so far looks pretty good. I would like to be like in fifth, sixth position. That's a good position to open up the sprint. You see Green is kind of done. Davidson now in the lead with 8 watts per kg. He's starting the sprint with 400 meters to go. I'm in a good position here, waiting for the guys to start the sprint, but no one kind of wants to start sprinting. Just 250 meters to go, still no one sprinting. And now with 200 meters to go, I decide to go for it. Let's see. Davidson is already pretty far ahead here. He's still going 8 watts per kg. I'm doing here 14 watts per kg. So really good acceleration, but that's going to be close. 30 meters to go, and close, really close. It was in the end 0.14 seconds, missing out on the win here. But you see lots of colors here in my power numbers, so that's always a good sign. I told you Davidson is not on Zwift Power, so that's why on Zwift Power I take the win. Yeah, I see it as a second place. So it was good push, really entertaining race. You see here my attacks in the graph of the race, my efforts. Absolutely happy with my power numbers. Legs felt great. It felt really easy to do these attacks. I enjoyed suffering today, so that was very nice. Also here my PBs really close, like to the sprint PBs, at least 5 and 15 seconds. Then also from 10 minutes till 30 minutes, really close to these PBs, just missing out by a bit. I mean, not very close, but it was a strong race, and there were some slow moments in between, as you could have seen. So if we were faster there, I'm pretty sure there were some PBs for like longer efforts possible. What a race, super fun and fast. Let me know in the comments how your stage 3 went. Did you enjoy the course? And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're enjoying these Swift race videos. Up next, stage 4 of the Sisu Pinky Tour tomorrow. Stay tuned for that and ride on. Cheers!